Armenia and Azerbaijan want a seat at Eurasia's powerful table, the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. At the Tianjin summit, both bids met resistance, exposing deep rivalries. India, Pakistan, and Belarus drew their red lines, reviving old disputes. This is where ambition collides with geopolitics, and the South Caucasus hangs in the balance. At the latest Shanghai Cooperation Organization summit in Tianjin, Armenia and Azerbaijan sought to deepen their roles within the China-led bloc. Both countries, currently dialogue partners, formally signaled their interest in moving toward full membership. The outcome was less encouraging. Instead of gaining ground, both bids met political resistance, highlighting how regional rivalries continue to influence Eurasian institutions. For Azerbaijan, the obstacle came from India. New Delhi blocked Baku's application, pointing to Azerbaijan's increasingly close alignment with Pakistan. In response, President Ilham Aliyev accused India of using international platforms to pursue what he called political revenge, tied to his country's brotherhood with Islamabad. Armenia's attempt also encountered setbacks. Pakistan and Belarus opposed Yerevan's candidacy. The Pakistani objection drew attention as it followed an unexpected diplomatic breakthrough. Just a day earlier, the two countries had established diplomatic relations for the first time since Armenia's independence. That move had been interpreted as a potential step toward overcoming historic estrangement. The sudden veto illustrated how new engagements can coexist with older fault lines. Belarus's stance, meanwhile, reflected deeper disputes. Relations between Minsk and Yerevan have been strained since President Alexander Lukashenko openly expressed support for Azerbaijan during the Karabakh War. Leaked documents later suggested Belarus supplied military equipment to Baku, further eroding trust. In response, Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan announced that his government would not engage with Minsk as long as Lukashenko remains in office. Asked about the vetoes, Armenia's foreign ministry declined to confirm. Spokesperson Annie Badalian instead stressed the importance of dialogue, telling Armen Press that officials see sufficient constructive approaches and mutual understanding and remain committed to working with SCO members to deepen cooperation.
At this moment, we will not go into the details of the process, but I can say that on the issue of Armenia's accession, we see sufficient constructive approaches and mutual understanding. We will continue our work with interested SCO member states towards the further development of mutually beneficial cooperation with the organization.
Despite the obstacles, both Armenia and Azerbaijan continue to view the SCO as an important geopolitical opportunity. Their interests overlap in some areas, but are also shaped by distinct priorities. For Armenia, membership is partly about diversification. Long reliant on Russia for security guarantees, Yerevan has been reassessing its alliances since the Russia-led Collective Security Treaty Organization failed to respond effectively to clashes with Azerbaijan. Joining the SCO would not replace those commitments, but would expand Armenia's options by embedding it within a wider multilateral network. Economically, the bloc offers access to new markets and investment flows. Armenia hopes to link its Crossroads of Peace initiative, an ambitious infrastructure modernization plan, to China's Belt and Road projects. By doing so, it envisions itself as a transport hub connecting Asia, the Persian Gulf, and Europe. Azerbaijan's motivations are equally clear. As an energy-rich state located at a crossroads between Europe and Asia, Baku has positioned itself as a key player in the so-called Middle Corridor, a major transport route across Eurasia. SCO membership would reinforce this strategy by opening the door to closer cooperation with China, Russia, and Central Asian states. Beyond transport, Baku seeks to attract investment in energy, logistics, and technology, while reinforcing its balanced foreign policy, maintaining ties with the West while strengthening relations with partners such as Pakistan and Turkey. In both cases, SCO membership represents a means of broadening diplomatic agency. Armenia views it as a complement to its aspirations for closer integration with the European Union, while Azerbaijan sees it as another forum where it can project influence. The irony is that both countries are seeking entry into the same organization while continuing to struggle with the legacies of their own conflict. The prospect of Armenia and Azerbaijan eventually joining the SCO carries broader regional implications. If both succeed, the entire South Caucasus would fall under a single multilateral umbrella. That could create a framework for dialogue, whether on security, counterterrorism, or infrastructure. The SCO's structures are designed to encourage cooperation, and major powers such as Russia, China, India, and Iran could serve as facilitators in easing bilateral tensions. Shared membership would not erase disagreements, but it could provide new channels for managing them. Economically, the advantages are tangible. Armenia could gain access to new investment streams for its connectivity projects, modernizing roads, railways, and energy systems. Azerbaijan could strengthen its position as a regional hub for oil, gas, and transport. Both countries would be better positioned to link into China's Belt and Road Initiative and to attract capital in logistics, agriculture, and technology. For smaller states in particular, the SCO offers the promise of access to Eurasia's largest economies. Yet the obstacles are equally clear. Membership is not only about geography but also about politics, and both countries face resistance from existing members. The SCO operates on consensus, meaning that even one objection can stall progress indefinitely. Armenia must navigate tensions with Belarus and Pakistan, while Azerbaijan must contend with India's opposition. Moreover, unresolved disputes, especially over Karabakh, remain potential sources of friction within the bloc itself. Both countries would also face delicate balancing acts once inside. For Armenia, membership would need to be reconciled with its European aspirations and the realities of its long-standing partnership with Russia. For Azerbaijan, closer alignment with China and Russia would have to coexist with its energy exports to Western markets and its partnerships with Turkey and Pakistan. The very flexibility that makes the SCO attractive also requires careful diplomatic management. For now, Armenia and Azerbaijan remain on the margins of the organization, caught between ambition and resistance. Their pursuit of full membership reflects an acknowledgement that Eurasia's institutional map is shifting and that inclusion in the SCO could enhance both their economic prospects and their diplomatic reach. Whether they succeed will depend not only on their determination, but also on how the bloc's larger powers weigh their own interests.